Okay, so in this video, I will be discussing about Unit 13, Lesson 4, which is present value of general annuity. So in Unit 13, Lesson 3, we already discussed about the future value of general annuity. So, the same with simple annuity, ang inyong gikwenta is ang future value sa inyong annuities, including the interest rates. Now, this one will be the present value. So, again, present value means the current value of something or the equal payments that you're doing. Okay? So, ang current niya nga value. Okay? This make sense no kung ang inyong lantawon is kanang mang installment gani ka og usa ka motor, and then you're only told with the equal payments and you don't know the value of the sakyanan. Okay, so ang value sa sakyanan itself will be the present value of your annuity. Okay, kandali lang, one moment please. Okay, so in this video, I will be discussing about Okay, sorry for the interruption. Anyways, continue. So in this lesson, we will be doing some calculations regarding the present value of a general annuity. Again, general annuity means the payment interval and the compounding periods are different. So, kumbaga, for example, the payment interval is quarterly and the compounding period is monthly. So, the two are different from each other. Okay, so that is an example of general annuity. Okay. Now we will skip some slides here. Let's just read this one first. Suppose you're planning to start a business. Since you do not have enough funds, you decided to take out a loan from a financial institution. You're capable of paying as much as 5,000 monthly, but when you check the available loans, their interests are compounding on an annual basis. How will you be able to determine how much you can borrow? Okay, so actually yung kanyo you're asking for the worth, no, or the money that you're allowed to borrow from the bank baka ni or somewhere. Okay, but you're only given with the capacity nga imong mabayad per month, and also you're also aware of how the interest is being computed for that particular bank. Okay, so technically you're just asking for how much is the present value of your money. Okay, so yung imong money nga maborrow. Okay, so mao na siya ang essence of present value. So we will go over the different slides. We will not be tackling more of them. So dili lang ta sa mga importante nga parts sa ato ang slides. Okay? Patay, nag-careful na po ko. So, what is present value of a general annuity? And how will you know if the situation illustrates the present value of a general annuity? Okay, we will know regarding that as we progress to the different examples in our presentation. So, let's first discuss how is interest rate being computed with present value. Now, the good thing is the computation for the interest rate of the present value of general annuity is just the same with how we computed for the interest rate or periodic rate of our future value of the general annuity. Same ra gihapon. Okay? If you notice ato ang formula nga nasa screen karon, that is still the same with what we used from lesson 3. Unit 13, lesson 3. Okay? So that's R is equal to 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Again, R stands for the periodic rate. I stands for the nominal rate or the number that you will be seeing in the problem. Let's say, for example, 10% compounded quarterly, then the 10% is your nominal rate. just convert it to decimal form, or 0.01 in this case, 0.1 in this case. And then M stands for the compounding period. So how many times is the interest computed every year? So if it's quarterly, then it's computed 4 times in a year. So 4 ang imuhang letter M. Now letter P stands for the number of payment intervals in a year. So meaning kapila ka muhatag sa imong equal payments in a year. Kumbaga, for example, um 5,000 equal payments paid at the end of every 6 months. Okay? So nga ang example. So kung una-unaon nimo, every 6 months is like half of a year. So kung every 6 months ka muhatag, then there are only two sets of 6 months in a year. So kaduha ra ka magbayad sa usa ka tuig. So your letter P nga gamay is 2, not 6. 2. Okay? Dayon, mo na siya mga meaning sa ato ang mga letters din ha. So again, this is just a repeat of what we already discussed from future value. So I'm just going to quickly skip over it. So here's an example nga atong i-try og dissect. So Jasmine bought a cell phone using a loan. To pay it off, she will make regular payments of 1,000 at the end of every month for 2 years. The loan earns a 1% interest rate or interest compounded semi-annually. Okay? So, ang ato sa i-try identify ha is what type of annuity is this? Annuity certain. Is it simple or general annuity? Obviously, this would be general annuity, but I want you to understand unsaon pag-distinguish kung ang problem is either simple or general annuity. So, let's focus on the payment intervals nga gi-mention sa problem and the compounding period nga gihatag sa problem. Ang giingon diri na siya regular payments at the end of every month. Every month siya nagbayad. Okay? So that is monthly for your payment interval. Now, the interest is computed or compounded semi-annually. Again, semi-annually means every 6 months. Okay, so there are only 2 sets of 6 months in a year. So that's twice in a year. Therefore, managlahi sila. Kaya ang payment interval nimo is every month, so that's 12. And your compounding period is only 2. Okay, so managlahi sila. Therefore, general annuity siya. Next is, since we're concerned actually here is just the interest, the computation of the interest rate, no? So we're gonna stick with the information needed to compute for it. So we only need the letter I, nominal rate, our letter M, which is the compounding period, and letter P, which is the payment interval. So letter I nato ni will be 1%, and again, to convert that to decimal, mahimo siyang 0.01. Let me show you again para ma-familiarize ta. So kung 1% siya, again, copy the number. The decimal point will be on the right side of the number, kay whole number man siya. O dili siya nga ni ba? 1.5. Nga kahibaw ta kung asa dapita ang, kahibaw ta asa dapita ang decimal point. Okay? So sa whole numbers, they are not found or dili siya visible. So understandable siya hinuon nga naa siya sa right side sa ato ang whole number. Again, you just have to jump twice to the left and then mark kung asa na dapita ang inyong new decimal place. Okay? Katong atubangan sa decimal place butang 0 and katong giskipan nga walay sulod nga number mutangan nimong 0. Therefore, that is 0.01 ang ato ang decimal form sa ato ang interest rate ani nga problem. Okay? And then what else? Our M is our M nga gamay is semi-annually man, so that's 2, and then our payment interval is every month man, so that's 12. Okay? So ang computation mo na ang paghatag niya or identify niya rather sa needed sa pag-compute sa interest rate or periodic rate. So we're going to skip to the calculation process of the periodic rate. So just simple substitution of the values. So again, this is the formula kanina sa babaw. Kanina sa igbaw mo na siya ang formula. Okay? So that is 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. So all you have to do is Siya substitute, so I becomes 0.01, M becomes 2, and P becomes 12. Okay, simplification, that becomes 1 plus 0.005, ng 0.01 divide of 2, so that's 0.005, raised to the, simplify ang 2 over 12, that is 1 over 6 minus 1. Now, kung i-simplify further ng 1 plus 0.005, mahimo siyang 1.005 raised to the 1/6 minus 1. Na kung ato pag yun nang isolve ang 1.005 raised to 1/6, that is 1.00083 and change. Kaya mo nalang sumpay basa. Okay? Minus 1. So, kung divide, minus ng 1, the answer for your periodic rate will be 0.008 and then change. Kamo nalang ibasa sa naibilin. Okay? That is for R. Now, we will proceed with how do we solve for the present value of an ordinary general annuity. Now, take note ha, we will be showing you the different formulas. Mag-start ta sa ordinary annuity, then sa annuity due. Again, the technique in knowing kung ordinary annuity siya is that the problem will state when will the payment be made sa imuhang equal payments. So, for example, mo nag end of end of every payment interval, let's say end of every month or end of every year, then ang word nga end will tell you that that is an ordinary annuity. Okay? And ang kaning terminology. And last, na specific na date, nga ending na date, yun sa kabuuan, nga na. Okay? Next, the formula for present value of ordinary general annuity will be kanina sa ubos. PV, present value, and subscript is ordinary general annuity or OGA is equal to P times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative n over R. Now notice, this is still the same with the formula for computing our present value for simple annuity. Okay? Ang nagkalahi, same lang po sa future value of general annuity. Ang nagkalahi lang yun is ang pag-compute sa imuhang R and ang pag-compute sa imuhang N. Okay? Kaya ang N din is different na. May mo na siyang T times P nga gamay. Okay? So let's explain the different parts no, of the formula. So again, P nga dako is the periodic payment. Pilay value sa igahatag niya per payment interval. Okay? I hope at this point kailan na mo at distinguish na mo unsay payment interval. Kanang kapila siya or nusa siya maghatagan or how often ba? How often unsa man pagbisaya ng how often Tagalog pa, ilang beses ba siya nagbibigay ng kabayaran sa isang taon? Gitagalugan na yun ang math. Tayo na yun. Okay? So, periodic payment siya. Ang letter P nga, capital. Letter R, again, is the periodic rate. So, you still have to compute for its value using the formula katong i-show na to a few slides from this slide. And then, ang N na to will be i-compute sa nimo siya, that is N is equal to T times P, where T stands for the term, so how long are you going to be giving out the equal payments. This is usually in years, so convert nimo siya into years kung dili siya provided as years. And then P stands for the payment interval, the per year. Okay? So, kumuha na nga equal payments paid every quarter, then ang imuhang P nga gamay is 4 kay quarter man siya. There are 4 quarters in 1 year. Okay? Hopefully tuod nga mosanto pa sinuhon-hon ako ni pang sa iyaw-iyaw. Anyways, let's have an example. Okay? So let's dissect or even compute for the present value of this ordinary general annuity. But we will also try to distinguish no kung ordinary general annuity ba yun ni siya. So again, I will read. Mr. Santos is paying off a loan by making regular payments of 3,000 at the end of every month for 5 years. The loan earns 3% interest compounded annually. How much is his loan? So pila kuno ang iyahang na utang. Okay? So that technically tells you that it's the present value of the loan. Kung pila gyud ang iyahang na utang. Okay? So, let's first identify what is being given in the problem. Number one, you are told that the regular payment nga ihatag ni Mr. Santos is 3,000. Okay? So, that tells you that is the periodic payment niya. Letter P nga capital. Okay? And then, notice nga, ang giingon diri is end. End siya. Therefore, that is an ordinary annuity pa. Wapata kahibaw kung general ba siya or simple annuity. Okay? So, we have to compare the payment interval and the compounding period to know if it's really a general annuity. Now, our letter M, letter P nga gamay here will be in reference to the 3,000 at the end of every month. Okay? So that is how often are you going to pay the regular payments in a year. So ang gingon diri kada buwan kuno siya maghatagan. Therefore there are 12 months in a year, so P nga gamay is equal to 12. Then for 5 years kuno siya aning maghatagan. Okay? So 5 years. So that is the term. That's how long are you going to be giving out these regular payments. So that is 5 years. So note, you're told the interest rate or the nominal rate of your of this loan. So that is 3%. Again, that is the nominal rate or letter I. Okay? And then you're told that the interest is computed annually. So every year siya mag-compute sa iyang interest. Now notice that our payment interval is every month, so that's 12, and our compounding period is annually, which is 1. 12 and 1. So, two different values. Therefore, this is a general annuity. And since this is an end payment, then that is an ordinary general annuity. Okay? So, hopefully, I'm making myself clear here. If you have questions, you can feel free to send me a message and I will try to answer your question as soon as I am able. Next, here are the things that I've just blabbered about a while ago. So P is 3,000, I is 3%, so converted to decimal, that is 0.03. M is 1, since we're told that the interest is computed every year. P is 12 because it was stated in the problem that the payment is every month. So that's 12 months in a year. And our term, as stated in the problem, is until for 5 years. So therefore, that is your T. And then we will be computing, or you need to compute for the periodic rate R, and also the total number of conversion periods, or letter N. Okay. So again, the formula is R is equal to 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Then, substitute the values. We have 0.03, 1 plus 0.03 over 1 raised to the 1 over 12 minus 1. So, again, you feel free to do the calculations here. You can refer to the slides as well. You have this in the assignment portion no, sa inyong study guide. Nato dito. Same magyapon ang inyong makitaan ani sa dito. So, tanaw lang po mo dito. Or if you want a PDF baka ha, or maybe a presentation file to be sent to you, then just tell me and I will send it. So again, a simplification process or calculation process, you will end up with a value 0.024667. Okay, and that will be your periodic rate. Okay, for N, you just have to multiply the term and the payment intervals in a year. So that is 5 for the T. Okay, 5 years mo kuno ni kutob. And P is, since monthly man siya kuno magbayad, so that's 12. So 5 times 12 is 60. Okay? Now, mauning kaganina atong gibuhat, no? So, gi-identify nato kung general annuity ba yun siya and ordinary annuity ba yun siya. So, again, ang gi-mention sa problem is at the end of the payment interval siya mobayad. End of every month siya mobayad. Therefore, kay end ba nang gi-mention, that is ordinary annuity. So our working equation will be, kana nasa screen, first line, that is PV OGA is equal to P times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative N divided by R. Okay? Now, since we already have the kaning provided information, na natay periodic payment, capital P, na natay R, na-compute na nato, and then we also have our N, katong 60. So we already have that. So we can just substitute those values sa ato ang formula. So, mao na siyang second line, 3,000 ang periodic payment times 1 minus 1 plus ang R nato which is katong taas 0.0024 and spare kamo na basa raised to the negative ang atong n which is 60 divided by our R which is 0.00246 and spare kamo na basa. Okay? Then ang gibuhat diri is gisimplify sa third third line. So, gi-add niya ang 1 plus 0.002 something and nahimo siyang 0.002 something raised to the negative 60. Again, gi-simplify gihapon. So, nahog nga ang answer sa gi-raise ang 1.0024 sa negative 60. Ang answer ilapag yung minus sa 1. Okay? Gi-minus pag yun nila sa 1. So, ang answer na himong 0.1373 and spare. Kamo na basa ang sa sumpay. I-divide na yun siya sa 0.0024 or atong R nga na-compute. Then, after ana, if na-divide na ninyo siya, you'll have to multiply it to 3,000. Multiply. Okay? Kay bracket man siya. Nitapad ang number. So, that's multiplication. So, the answer should give you 167,124.31 pesos. Okay, or 167,124 pesos and 31 cents. Again, this is in peso because present value refers to monetary value. Okay, and it is your final answer. Now, let's proceed to annuity due. Again, ordinary annuity tong first. So, ang formula, sa kanina, ni-freeze akong auto. Ganina is ordinary annuity because ang i-mention sa problem is end of every payment interval. So, end of every month. Okay? So, that will give you the idea nga ordinary annuity ang imong gibasa nga problem. But how about if nga beginning of every payment interval or beginning of every month, beginning of every year, beginning of every 6 months, so something like that. Okay? So, if ana ang scenario inyong mabasahan, then that tells you nga annuity due di ay ang inyong problema gitanaw. Okay? So, how do we compute for the present value of a general annuity due or GAD? Ang formula nasa inyong screen. Okay? If you notice ato ang right side, starting sa P nga dako, padung sa left, o padung sa right, kanang P times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative n. If you notice that part, that is actually just the formula for our this is actually just the formula of our present value of ordinary general annuity. Okay? What makes it different sa ato ang annuity due is again the same sa katong future value. Naadan lang siya og 1 plus R sa atubangan multiplied to the value of that katong other nga expression. Okay, so again the analogy of why the 1 plus R is added to the formula is that when you talk about annuity due, the equal payments is made is made at the beginning of every payment interval. So kumbaga ini-compute sa interest, there is already an additional value added to the computation. That is why it's annuity due will have a much bigger value compared to the ordinary annuity. Okay? So, those are the different meanings of the symbols. Again, this is the same with the meanings of the symbols from ordinary annuity. So, I'm not going to discuss it that long. Okay, so P is for periodic payment, R is for the periodic rate. Again, you will compute for the value using your nominal rate and your compounding period in a year and the payment interval in a year. And then for N, that will be N is equal to T times P. Same gapon sa ordinary annuity. Okay, so let's have an example and we will compute for its present value. Now, take note, this example is almost the same with the first example sa ordinary annuity. The difference is the value will later be of different compared to ordinary annuity. All the other information here, except for when the payment will be made, like in this case, it's the beginning of every payment interval or every month, beginning of every month. Then that is the only difference. Okay? So, Mr. Santos is paying off a loan by making regular payments of 3,000 at the beginning na siya, di na end, of every month for 5 years. The loan earns a 3% interest compounded annually. How much is his loan? So, pila ko na ang iyahagyapong na utang. So, that refers to the present value of the loan. Okay? Dili siya future value. Okay? Wala man gikwinta ang interest ko na. Okay? So that is how much is his loan only. So that's present value. Now let's dissect the different information in the problem. So we're being told that there is a regular payments of 3,000. Regular payments means periodic payment. Therefore, ang P nga dako is 3,000. Ang gimension diri is beginning, so that should tell you nga this is annuity due. Okay, annuity due. And then every month ang giingon for the payment, so therefore that's 12 ang ato ang gamay nga P. 12 ka payments in a year. So that's P is equal to 12. P nga gamay. And then ang term nato will be 5 years because ang annuity ko no should be for 5 years. Okay? So T is equal to 5. Now, the nominal rate is provided also in the problem, so that's 3%. Again, you will have to convert that to decimal, so that's going to be 0.03. You can do the calculations in your scratch paper if you want, but for this video, I will just tell you the answer and trust that you will do your diligent work on your own diha sa inyong balay bakaha or kung asa mangay ka nagtuon ani nga video. Okay, and then you're also given with how many times is the interest computed in a year. It says here that it is compounded annually. Therefore, the computation for the interest is once in every year. Kausa sa usa ka tuig. Okay? Now notice ang ato ang payment interval is every month 12, ang ato ang compounded period is 1, 12 and 1, different values. Therefore, this is general annuity. And to be specific, general annuity due. Okay? So again, these are the information no provide sa ato sa problem. So di lang gyapon na ako i-discuss kay bawo naman ta, same naman na sa previous nga example. So let's step 2 will be finding the value of your periodic rate R and your total number of conversion periods is letter N. Okay? So here is the computation, and again the value of this R will be the same sa value sa ato ang ordinary annuity kani 0.0024. Ibutan ta 4 lang kuno din ha. So you would notice later igabot nato sa computation niya nga part, the value is still the same 0.0024. Okay? Magkakatalo lang sila or magkakaiba lang sila when it comes to the computation of the present value itself. Kaya again, annuity due has the additional portion nga katong 1 plus R multiplied to katong sa kuan o sa ka-expression. Okay? N will also be the same as well. Pares na gihapon. 60 gihapon siya. So that's T times P. That's 5 times 12. And that is 60. Okay? So, this part, step 3 will be kaning identifying no if what type of or what type of annuity this is according to its time of periodic payment. So, since this is the payment is made every beginning of the payment interval, then this is annuity due. Okay, beginning of the payment interval. That's annuity due. Now, the working equation will be, kananasin yung screen, first line, that is 1 plus R times P times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative n over R. Again, the second portion of our formula, kanang na P, and then the rest, is just the same with the ordinary general annuity nga formula. Okay? The only difference is just the first part, kanang 1 plus R. So again, since we already have all the information related to the problem, then we can just substitute those problems to the specific variable nga iyang i-represent. For example, ang R is 0.0024 and spare, kamo na ito sumpay basa. Ang P or the periodic payment is 3,000 as stated in the problem. And then we also have the N, which is we already computed, and that is 60. Okay? So, kamo lang yapoy bahala sa pag-calculate sa inyong calculator. Again, the solutions here to my knowledge is already correct. So all you have to do is just verify if they really are correct on your end. Okay? Sige, so simplification, again, you do PEMDAS, gyud. Unaha na naasod sa parentheses, and then if na exponent, unaha ang pag-solve sa exponent with the base ha, katong tapad niya nga number. Unaha to siya pag-compute. And then you subtract, especially kaning naa sa right side nga part, you subtract the answer of that exponent sa 1 against 1. So that's 1 minus the answer ato. And then i-divide nimo sa imuhang r, which is 0.0024 in this case, and spare. And then you multiply that answer to whichever imong giuna. For example, giuna nimo compute ang katong pag multiply siya sa 3,000, unya gi-multiply na pud nimo siya sa 1.00246627 kanang first part nga 1.00. Okay? And then afterwards, if mahuman na kag-compute, then your answer should be 167,536.49 pesos. Okay? Now, again, notice ato ang value. We have 167,536 here. Ang ato ang ordinary annuity, if we check it, it's only 167,124. So, there is a definite, klaro, very clear difference between the values, and the annuity 2 has a much larger value than the ordinary general annuity. Again, this will be the same for simple annuity, future and present, and also the future value for general annuity. Okay? So, I think that's it for the example for the kaning sa discussion proper. Okay? So, dere will have the different examples na yun. Nga ato yung identify either general annuity ba siya, ordinary annuity ba siya, or annuity due ba siya. Okay? So, let's try. Example number 1. Anyways, ang computation, I will not write the solution on the screen. We will go over the different kaning slides after this problem. Kaya naraman po siya kagulingon niyang solution. Okay? I will just explain kung giyon sa siya. So, example number 1, find the present value of an ordinary general annuity whose monthly payment is 2,000 and 2% compounded quarterly at 2% compounded quarterly for 4 years. Now, this problem is not that difficult, no? Kaya i-provide naman daan sa problem kung unsa siya nga type. It says here nga, present value atong gipangita. So, we're going to know unsa nga formula ang atong gamiton. And also, unsa specific nga formula is mao ni nakabutang sa sunod. Ordinary general annuity. Okay? So, present value of OGA. So, mo tong P times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative N over R. Ito siya. Okay? And then, we're also given other information in the problem. So, we are told nga monthly ang pagbayad niya. So, your P, monthly payment man daw. So, monthly siya magatagan. So, that your P, kagamay, will be 12. Okay? Monthly, that's 12 months in a year. So, that's our small p. And then, our periodic payment or ang regular payments nato will be 2,000. Kaya mo may gi-provide po sa problem. 2,000 ang ato ang periodic payment. And then, for the nominal rate, we are provided with 2%. Again, that's nominal. So, that's letter I. We have to convert that to decimal. So, 2% is 0.02 in decimal. So, you do the math on your end. Again, you just have to jump twice to the left and then mutayig 0 katong mga naambakan nga walay value. Okay? And then i-move po tong decimal place. So mo na iambag o nga place agang manambak. Dayon, compounded quarterly kuno siya. So our compounding periods is quarterly. There are 4 quarters in a year. So 4 ang value sa atong letter M. Letter M man ang compounding periods. Okay? Then ang term sa ato ang problem, the term, how long is the annuity be going to wrong grammar. How long will the regular payments continue or end? Kanos aman siya mahuman. So that is after 4 years. Okay? So here are the different given. No? So we have the regular payment, which is 2,000. We also have the interest rate, nominal rate to be specific, which is 2% or 0.02. So again, same lagi po sa akong mention a while ago. The number of compounding periods is 4. Kaya ningon na siya nga quarterly kuno siya i-compute ang interest. We also have the term sa ato ang annuity, which is 4 years. So until 4 years, we also are provided with the payment interval, and how many times is the regular payment given. So that is 12 kay monthly man kuno siya maghatagan. And then for the solution for the kuan kaning R and N, in solving for the R and N, all you have to do is just use the formula, which is R is equal to 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Then substitute the values. Kaya naman tayo values initially for the problem. Okay, so that's 1 plus 0.02 divided by 4 raised to the 4 over 12 minus 1. Okay, so again, process first what is inside brackets or parentheses, and then next you process the exponent with the base katong nasud sa parentheses kung namagay siya sud sa parentheses, and then you subtract it to 1. Okay, so mo na nahitabo din eh. Again, you do the analysis of the solution on your end. Hopefully, you already know at this point. Okay, balik-balik naman sa ni same lang yun siya o flow, process flow sa pag-compute. Okay? And then, you should come up with, or anyways, it's shown in the screen anyway. So, that's 0.00166 and spare. Kamo na basa sa sumpay. Okay? That is for R. But for N, we have a different solution. So, that is T times P. T stands for the term. So, term na to is, ang giingon sa problem is 4 years only, I believe. Yeah, it's 4 years. And our P nga gamay is 12. So, that is the number of payment interval in a year. So, that's 12. Every month man daw siya, so 12. So, 4 times 12, that is 48. That is for your N. Duka na yun ang nagkuhan. Nagpisong na ko nagyaw. So, anyway. So, again, sa step 3 is just determining no, kung unsang klase sa formula ang gamiton. Anyways, ang gibutang sa problem is ordinary general annuity man siya. So, we're gonna stick with what the problem has already mentioned. Okay? Naman siya gibutang, mo siya mo nga, kuan, kaning specify it further. Nasa babaw, kaning example 1, kanang murag faded na nga kuan, na color. So, proceed ta sa number 4. So, ang working equation will be katong PV OGA, wala gumagdan na nagpiyong nako, is equal to P times 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative N over R. Okay? 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative N over R. Then, substitute. Kina naman kay values. Okay? Nana kay periodic payment nga P nga dako, nanapod kay R, na naka-compute na ta a while ago, na-compute na diri sa screen a while ago, and then napod tay N, computed na pod a while ago. Okay, so just substitute. Then simplify again, you apply PEMDAS sa imong solution. So first you compute for the groupings or the values inside parentheses or brackets. So unaha tong sud pag sa bracket, okay? So na parentheses inside the bracket, then unaha tong parentheses. Then, you, afterwards, unahon ni sunod ni mo i-compute ang exponents. So, PEMDAS, di ba? Kay parentheses, tapos exponents. Then, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So, same lang gihapon ang concept. So, again, you do your math on your end. We've been repeatedly doing the explaining ako, personally. I've been doing the explanation again and again, the same gihapon na process from lessons 1 until lesson 4. Okay? So, in 5 and 6 siguro, it's a different set of solutions. So, I will explain it as well. But for this one, since nagbalik-balik naman ni, I hope at this point you already know how the computation are done. Okay? So, yeah. Anyways, after that, you will come up with the final answer, which is 92,192 pesos and 78 cents. Again, this is in peso because present value refers to monetary value. And that is your final answer. Let's have example number 2. Now, if you have questions no, or maybe naglag na mo sa pag-last ng example, you can pause the video. You can continue watching it in a later maybe hour, or maybe relax mo, rest a bit. Then you continue watching after a few hours or minutes. Nga na, depende ninyo. Okay? So, example number 2, wala na yun ni mag-provide kung unsa nga type of annuity. So, we have to decide, or we need to distinguish by any information provided in the problem kung unsa siya nga klase nga annuity. If it's ordinary general annuity or is it annuity no, ano to? General annuity do. Okay? So again, this is it for present value. So let's not confuse ourselves. So number 2, Jack purchased a cell phone via installment payment that charges 3% interest compounded monthly. He agreed to pay 3,000 at the beginning of every 3 months for 2 years. What is the cash price of the cell phone? Okay, so from what is being said, the problem is actually the present value because inyong i-understand pamaayo ang question. What is the cash price? Pilay presyo sa cellphone nga iyang giutang. Okay? As we all know, kung mangutang ta, nagyod na tubo or kaning interest sa imuhang giutang if i-installment nimo siya og bayad. Okay? So magtubo pod ang value sa imuhang initial nga value sa imuhang giutang nga cellphone. Okay? So ang kani is just nangutana kung pila gyud ang presyo sa cellphone initially atong wala pa yung mga interest nga gipang buhat-buhat. Okay? So let's try to dissect the problem, no? Understand kung asa ang mga sa ang mga given. So number 1, we are told nga there is a 30% interest compounded monthly nga interest. Okay, so 3% again is the nominal rate, so that's letter I nga gamay. Compounded monthly. Monthly ang atong gimension nina. So therefore ang atong compounded periods is 12. 12 months in a year, so 12. That's letter M nga gamay. And then, he agreed to pay 3,000. So, 3,000 ko nang yung bayran at the beginning of every 3 months. So, ang iyahang regular payments or periodic payment will be 3,000. And then, at the beginning part, after sa katong value, tells you that this particular problem is an annuity due. Okay? Now, notice sa sunod atong beginning, it says that it's every 3 months. Kada tulo ka buwan. So that is actually quarterly. Now, compare it with the compounding periods listed in the first sentence of the problem. It says there nga, it is compounded monthly. So that's 12. But the payment interval is every 3 months, which is quarterly. So monthly, quarterly, monthly, quarterly. Different nga frequencies. Therefore, it is a general annuity due. Kay beginning man ang payment. Okay? Now, for 2 years kuno ang duration sa iyahang annuity. Therefore, that is your letter T nga gamay. That is 2. Okay? Now, to go over the different givens nga akong gimension lang, so we will go to the different slides as well. So, we have regular payment of 3,000, as mentioned na ako a while ago. We have interest rate nga 3% or nominal rate to be more specific. That's 3%. So, in decimal, okay, convert man to siya to decimal, that is 0.03. And then, we also have the number of compounding periods. Ang i-mention dito is every month siya magkwenta sa iyahang interest. So, therefore, that is M is equal to 12. Okay? And also, we have the term, the length of the term, which is 2 years. So, 2 years ang iyahang letter T. And then for our payment or payment interval nato, our payments is done for every 3 months, kada tulo ka buwan. So that is actually 4. Therefore, ang ato ang P nga gamay is 4. Okay? Ano siya kung magtanaw, nagpiyong ko na-explain. Anya, to compute for R and N, so R is equal to 1 plus I over M raised to the M over P minus 1. Just substitute the values. Ang R ug ang N is already computed, so you don't have to be looking for its value. Okay, computed naman siya. Okay, sakto. Anyways, so that's 1 plus 0.03 divided by 12 raised to the 12 divided by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is just 3. So later, mahimo na lang na siya 3. Okay? So, simplification again. Unaha ang sud sa parentheses o sa sud sa parentheses. So, mag-una gihapon sad sa sud sa parentheses ang kung unsay ang ay mag-una. Okay? So, for example, sa kaninga case na may division, ngahitabo, kaning 0.03 divided by 12. So, unahon na nimo siya before nimo siya i-add sa 1. Okay? Dayon, simplification, kamo na bahala gyapon ha sa pag-compute ani calculation. Again, gibalik-balik na kaninga method for the past 4 lessons already. So hopefully at this point, you're already at least be familiar with how the calculations are done. Okay, so the final answer for your rate will be 0.07 and spare. Kamang nalay basa sa sumpay. Okay, and then the n, to calculate for the n, that's just t times p. So, t is 2, okay, 2 years mang kung 2. And then, ang p na to will be, kung pila kabok iyang payment intervals, which is every 3 months. That is 4. So, 2 times 4, that is 8. Okay? Then, kani pag-determine kung unsa nga formula ang gamiton, and we've already established that sa katong kaganina ang dimension. This is a not ordinary, general annuity due, fit present value. Okay? So, the formula for present value of a general annuity due is PV GAD, so ito pa, PVGAD is equal to 1 plus R times P, nag-P yung lagid ko, nakukaibaw kung saan ko pong ipangyaw-yaw. 1 plus R times P raised to 1 minus 1 plus R raised to the negative N over R. Okay? That is the formula. That's line number 1 sa itong slide. Then, sa line number 2, that is the substitution of the particular values no, of each of the different variables sa inyong equation. So, we have R, which is 0.007 and spare. We also have P, which is 3,000. We also have our N, which is positive 8. But in this case, may mo siyang negative, kaya may negative before niya sa formula. Okay? Then, you do the math again. Follow PEMDAS gihapon. So, work on the kaning parentheses first. And then, if na exponent, then treat the exponent first, and then before you proceed with either addition, subtraction, or maybe multiplication, division sa, and then if wala gyud po yung multiplication, division, you can do addition and subtraction if present. Dayon, blah blah blah, calculation, the answer should give you 23,382 pesos and 41 cents. Okay, and that will be your final answer. Now, if you have any questions regarding this topic, at this point, I'm already very tired in creating the videos anyway. But, yeah, I'm not complaining if mag-ask mo, mas maayo no mag-ask mo so you would understand the process of the kaning concept. So, if you have any questions, just feel free to message me, send me a private message with your question, and I will try to answer that as soon as I am able, or kung na ako'y available time to do a and to respond to your question with an answer. Okay, so that's it for this topic. Hopefully you did learn the different techniques on how to compute for the present value of general annuity, if it's ordinary annuity or annuity due. Okay, so that will be all, and I'll wrap up this video and see you on the next one.